To begin, come to a comfortable seated position in the middle of your mat or the front of your mat, wherever feels right to you. And as you gently sit, maybe move the fleshy bits out from under your sit bones, really ground yourself down, make a connection with the earth, and then begin to straighten your spine, pulling the belly button towards the spine, lifting up through the chest and the heart space, pretending there's a string pulling the top of your head up all the way to the sky, and then pulling you down through your tailbone towards the center of the earth. And then gently begin to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the way that the breath moves in and out of the belly or the chest. Feel the air as it goes out of your nose, warm, and feel it as it goes in, cool and fresh. Today, through our practice, I want you to stay connected to your breath, really feeling its motion and using the breath to guide you deeper into postures, to help you release, to help you let go. Our breath is so vital, and yet we often forget that it's even there. So for this time on your mat, I want you to pay close attention. Inhale. And with your next exhale, gently bring the palms together at the chest, thumbs touch the sternum, fingertips press lightly into one another, feeling the heat and the tingling that is there in your fingers. Feeling the life and the connectivity that you have all on your own, without anything else. And then gently bowing the head to chest, setting your intention for your practice today. Whether your intention be gratitude, presence, to get a good workout, whatever it is, set your intention. And if you find yourself lost, come back to your attention during your practice. Begin to rub your hands together, creating heat, creating friction, feeling them warm, feeling the energy you are creating in your palms, in your forearms, in your shoulders, and then placing your warm palms over your closed eyes, gently giving the temples a massage with your thumbs, and then maybe working the fingers, all four, into the forehead, over the eyebrows, releasing any tension you may be holding here, giving yourself a nice facial, working the fingers to the temples and the thumbs to the jawline, really massaging through those sinus cavities, maybe walking your fingers up and down the bridge of your nose and under your eyes, and then just massaging the cheeks and the jaw, really just getting into every inch of your face, giving it a nice, healthy massage. Maybe you want to massage your ears, maybe behind the ears, towards the base of the skull where it meets the spine. Giving yourself a gentle massage here, walking the fingers down the spine, down the neck, maybe beginning to massage the shoulders, pressing deeply towards those collarbones and through the tops of our shoulder muscles, working into those trapezius where we hold so much tension and worry, using our fingers to give ourselves a little bit of relaxation, and then dropping the hands down to the knees and gently fluttering the eyes open. From here, we're going to roll our shoulders up towards our ears and then roll them back down, shoulders go back and down the spine. Again, inhale, shoulders to the ears, and exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders to the ears, and exhale, release. This time we're going to sweep our arms up to the sky, and then open them to a T, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Really push through those palms as if you're trying to push towards the top and the bottom of your mat, towards the walls on either side of you, really flexing through those hands. And then as you exhale, point the fingertips down, keeping that same openness through the collarbones, broad through the chest. And inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, pointing down. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, pointing down. Inhale, fingers to the sky, and then gently begin to make circles, bringing your hands to the front, keeping that flexion in your hands, and then circling them all the way back, making big circles. Or maybe you just feel like making small circles, whatever feels good here. Opening through the shoulders, pulling the belly button to the spine, engaging through the core, pressing down through the knees. So you're getting a good hip opening here as well. You can do 2 more circles in this direction, and then you'll reverse, taking big circles, maybe making them bigger, maybe making them smaller. Just really warming up. You should beginning to feel a burn in your forearms. If you've really been pressing through those palms, beginning to feel it in your shoulders. And then flipping the palms up towards the sky, bringing the hands up overhead so that they meet, and looking up towards the thumbs. Bringing the hands one more time back to heart, remembering your intention. Breathing in, and sigh it all out. Then we're going to take our hands, planting our palms, coming into a tabletop position, making sure that our shoulders are in line with our wrists and our hips are in line with our knees. Then squeeze the inner thighs towards one another and puff up through the back of the heart. So you come into an angry cat, chin tucks towards the chest. And then as you inhale, dropping the belly down, looking up. And then exhaling, chin comes towards the chest, puff up the back of the heart, angry cat. And then take an inhale, dropping the belly, looking up towards the ceiling, pressing through the tops of the feet. And then coming into neutral, tucking the toes under and lifting the knees, hovering them an inch or 2 above the ground, beginning to warm through the bottoms of the feet. Just breathing here, not forgetting to focus on your breath, pressing through the palms, through the thumbs, through the knuckles, really gripping with those, with the full hand, pressing the earth away. And then slowly lifting your hips, widening your sit bones, keeping a generous bend in your knees, and then beginning to walk out your first downward dog by bringing one heel gently towards the mat and the other, not worrying if our heels reach, but instead worrying, are we opening the sit bones wide? Are we expanding through the spine, lengthening? Is our head loose? Maybe give it a little shake here, shake the head. Yes, I'm amazing. Shake the head, no. I'm not gonna let anything bother me today. And then maybe gently beginning to work your legs closer to straight, or just coming into stillness wherever you find comfort. Pressing through the palms, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, making sure that neck is loose. And then gently beginning to tiptoe towards the top of your mat, pressing into those palms. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe until your toes reach your thumbs. And then we'll inhale, lift to a flat back, making a figure 7 shape with our body, reaching out through the crown of the head. Fingertips maybe on the floor, maybe they're on our shins, wherever feels comfortable for you today. Active through the quads, lifted through the kneecaps, and then exhaling forward fold, taking a generous bend in the knees, and beginning to slowly ragdoll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bringing the shoulders up towards the earlobes and then rolling them back and down the spine. Inhale as we bring our arms up overhead, and exhale, we fold forward, bending in the knees as needed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back into a plank. Folding at the elbows, bringing the elbows towards the rib cage and lowering all the way down to our bellies. From here, pressing into the palms, pressing into the tops of the feet, lift the kneecaps, engage the core, soften through the glutes, and then lift into a baby cobra. Gentle back bend. Exhale, releasing down. Then taking your hands wider than your mat, tenting the fingertips. And we're going to inhale again, coming up to another gentle cobra. Engage through the kneecaps, relax the glutes, lift the chest. And then exhale, bending the elbows, coming down. Inhale, keeping both shoulders square to the front of the mat. Look over the left shoulder, try to look towards the left toes. And then exhale, coming down. Inhale, up over the right shoulder, towards the right toes. Keep those shoulders square. And then exhale, coming down. Bringing the fingertips back by the sides of the rib cage. Tuck the toes, and either coming to your knees or pushing all the way up to a plank. And then exhaling, reaching the hips up high, coming into a downward dog. Taking a few breaths here, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, opening the hips wide, making sure the feet are hip distance apart. At least a couple of fists could fit in between your feet. Next inhale, we look forward, and you can step, hop, or float up to the top of your mat, whatever feels comfortable to you. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms come out and up, palms meet at the top, and exhaling to stand. Take your hands, face the palms forward towards the front of your mat, thumbs come out. Really root down through all four corners of your feet, feeling and engaging through all of the leg muscles, active through the quads, open through the collarbones, extending the fingers, reach towards the floor, palms reach forward. And then inhaling, hands come up. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step, hop or float to the back of your mat, plank. Exhaling halfway to chaturanga or all the way down to your belly. Inhaling as we straighten the arms, chest rises, flip the toes. Coming into upward facing dog or keeping the legs down in cobra. And exhaling to downward dog. Resetting here. Seeing if you can press so much into the thighs and the quads. Lift the kneecaps so much that your toes can come off the ground here. And then exhale, look forward. Step, drop, jump, or float to the top of your mat. Toes come between the fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we rise. One more sun salutation to warm us up. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back to the edge of your mat. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. From here, lifting the right leg up to the sky, and then we're going to bend the knee and take the right knee towards the right side of your mat, so that you're kind of in like a fire hydrant position, but in your downward dog. Then we're going to bring the knee forward as we lean forward towards a plank, so that right knee touches the right elbow, and then we're going to swing it through the center and all the way back up. Opening that leg up again, coming forward, keeping that hip open, touch the right elbow, and then swing it back up. Inhale, open, bringing the knee towards the elbow, and then swing it back up. Two more. Inhale, open, coming forward, and exhale, back up. Last one. Inhale, open, coming forward, and exhale, back up. This time, inhale, bringing the right knee forward to kiss the right elbow, and then exhale, shoot it back to the sky. Inhale, and then exhale, bringing the right knee to the nose, to the forehead, coming into plank, and then exhale, inhale, shooting it back to the sky.
Exhale, crossing that right knee over, touching the left elbow, and then bringing it back to sky. This time, bringing the right knee through to the center and stepping it all the way towards that right thumb, and then dropping your left foot down to the mat, dropping your left knee, untucking the left toes, swing the arms back, open the palms so the thumbs face the sky, palms face outward, feeling your collarbones broaden. And then inhale as we raise our hands up, looking towards our thumbs and sinking deeper into those hips. Just breathing here for a while, putting the weight in the front heel, pulling the hips, the outer hips together, cinching the inner thighs towards the midline, giving you more stability. And then as you exhale, circling your arms behind you and placing them on your hips. From here, we have a couple of options. Maybe we stay here, using the hands to help our hips go a little bit lower, really squeezing through those inner thighs. Or maybe if you want an extra stretch, lifting that back kneecap, pressing into the top of the left foot and opening up here. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Setting that left knee down gently if it's raised, raising the arms up overhead, and then planting the palms on either side of the right foot, tucking the left toes, stepping back to a plank. Maybe you keep it a one-legged plank, lowering through your chaturanga, and inhaling, upward facing, exhaling, downward facing dog. Deep inhale to reset. Exhale, roll the shoulders away from the ears, widen through the sit bones, lift through the kneecaps. And inhale, left leg comes to sky, and then open that left leg towards the left side of the mat. And then just gently come forward, bringing the left knee towards the left elbow, then sweeping it underneath and back to sky. Open, coming forward, and then inhaling back to sky. Exhale, open, coming forward, then inhale back to sky. 2 more. Open, come forward, and back to sky. Open, come forward, and back to sky. And then from here, inhale the left leg just a little bit higher, flex that glute, and then exhale, pull the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale up, exhale, left knee to the nose, coming forward. Inhale up, exhale, left knee comes to right elbow, and then inhale up, and then as you exhale, bringing the left foot to the left thumb, planting the foot, and letting that right knee come down to the ground, and then tucking the back toes. As you inhale, reaching the chest forward and opening through the palms, collarbones broaden, thumbs point up, still leaning over that left leg. Breathing here. And then inhale, arms come up overhead, looking towards the thumbs, pulling back towards your hips with that left heel, really putting weight in that left heel, that front heel, squeezing the inner thighs towards the center line, squeezing the outer hips inward, and letting yourself rock forward towards your left knee. Then exhale, circling the hands down, bringing the thumbs, the fingertips to the hips, either using your hands to help you get a little more depth here, really leaning towards that left leg, or if it's available to you, if it feels comfortable and safe in your practice, putting weight on the top of your right foot and lifting that right knee up. We hold for 3, open through the collarbones, breathe deeply, 2, 1. Gently set it back down, sweep the arms up overhead, and then plant the palms on either side of your left foot. Tuck the right toes, stepping back into a plank or one-legged plank, lowering chaturanga or hold away, and inhaling, upward facing, exhaling, downward facing. Reset for a couple breaths here. Pressing deeply through the palms, feeling how those hips feel a little bit different than they did at the beginning of our practice already. Next inhale takes the right leg up to sky. And then exhaling, bring the right knee into the right elbow. And then bring it down towards the right wrist. over to the left wrist, up to the left elbow, and back to the right elbow. Next box, down to the right wrist, left elbow, right wrist, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over. Exhale. Bring that leg back to the sky. And then inhale, bring the right leg to the right thumb. Swing the arms back, open to the chest. Fingertips come up into our arrowhead pose. Bending deeply through the right leg here. Squeezing the inner thighs together like we did with our knee down. And then inhale, lifting the arms, coming up to crescent. Here, weights in the right heel. You should be able to lift those right toes up. And we square our hips, taking it so that the pelvis feels like it's rocking underneath of us, and then deepening the bend. Breathing. And then as you exhale, bringing that left heel to plant and opening up to warrior two. Arms come out to a T towards the side. Maybe you face your palms toward the sky to make sure you broaden through the chest, and then turn them back over. Maintaining that openness. Inhale, reaching, flipping the right palm, reaching like a rainbow across the sky, coming back into a peaceful warrior. Keeping a deep bend in that right knee. Left fingertips come maybe to the left thigh, or the left shin, but not putting very much weight here. Getting that deep side stretch. And then exhaling. Right elbow comes to the right knee, left palm comes up and across. Right knee tracks towards the right pinky toe, making sure that it is staying open and in line with your ankle. And inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back to a one-legged dog, one-legged chaturanga, or putting both legs down. Inhaling, upward facing, and exhaling, downward facing. Inhale, left leg goes up, toes point upward. And then inhale, bringing your left knee to your left elbow, dropping it down to your left wrist, over to the right, up to the right, over to the left, down left, over right, up right, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up. Squeeze the belly button, down, over, up, whew. Back to our three-legged dog. Then inhaling, stepping the foot forward, lifting the chest, opening through the arms, thumbs come up, palms come out, making sure that weight is in our left heel, cinching the hips together, cinching the inner thighs together, and pressing back through that right heel. Then inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, finding that pelvic tilt, straightening once more through the back leg. Breathing. And then exhaling, planting the right palm and opening to warrior two on the opposite side, making sure that chest is lifted, arms are straight, collarbones are open, looking over your left hand, flipping the left palm up towards the sky. Inhale as you reach forward, exhaling, coming back, rainbowing into our peaceful warrior. Feeling that deep side stretch, keeping the left knee tracking towards the left pinky toe. And then exhaling, bringing the left elbow to the left knee, reaching over, extended side angle. Maybe you look up and under your armpit. Beautiful. Feeling the deep stretch. And inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down to either side of the left foot, stepping back into a one-legged plank, or bringing both legs down, moving through your chaturanga and your upward facing dog. And hips come up and back to a downward facing dog. Whew, letting it all go. Inhale, right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, right knee comes into the nose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to nose. Exhale to the sky. Exhale to nose and step it through all the way to your right foot. Arms come back and then gently rise to your crescent lunge. From here, we're going to take our hands and we're going to reach them behind our back, either bringing fists together or placing our hands in prayer behind our back, helping to open through the chest, pulling the elbows back, broadening through the collarbones. And then from here, leaning out and forward over that right foot, and gently, maybe walking the toes or maybe in one smooth motion, lifting up into our warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Left toes face towards the ground. Crown of the head reaches forward. Hips squeeze towards one another. Opening up through the hands in the back. Then gently releasing the arms back behind you like an airplane, or reaching them out in front of you to take the full expression of this pose. Breathing here, you've got it. And then as you inhale, without touching the toes down, bring the arms up overhead and bring the knee in towards the chest. Left knee comes in to a stork. And then as you exhale, opening that left leg out and gently stepping it back behind you into a warrior two. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And this time bring the arms back to the T, but keep the legs straight. Reach the right fingertips forward and then down. Maybe they come to your shin, your ankle, or maybe they grab the big toe with your peace fingers, and then reaching your left arm up and overhead towards the sky, opening up through the chest, opening up through the hips, reaching forward with the right foot, back with the blade edge of the left foot, forward with your hips, up with your left arm, down with your right arm, and to the front of your mat at the crown of your head, reaching in every dimension, really taking up three-dimensional space in this posture. Looking up towards your left hand, active in the knees, active in the quads. Coming back to your breath. And then as you exhale, looking down, bringing the left hand towards the hip, bending the right knee slightly, walking the fingertips forward, and gently lifting your left leg to the sky. Coming into a half moon. Now from here, you can keep your hand on your hip, or you can gently open it up above you. Maybe play with changing your gaze. Maybe play with taking the right hand off the floor, or maybe just stay here, wherever feels good to you. And then bringing the left hand down to meet the right, keeping the left leg lifted. We're going to change the hips so that they are facing towards the ground, coming into an L stand, or maybe working towards your standing split, wherever you feel today, pointing through those left toes, keeping those legs squared, and walking the hands back towards the right ankle, maybe grabbing hold with your right hand, maybe with your left, or maybe not. Maybe that's not there today, and that's okay. And then as you exhale, bending the right knee, stepping the left toes back, bringing the left knee down, Bringing the hands up, and then opening them to the right side of the mat so that your right hand goes towards the back of the mat and then your left hand comes forward so that you're in a bit of a twist. From here, planting the left hand, reaching the right hand up high, and letting the right knee fall out. Rocking onto the right blade edge of your right foot, letting that right knee fall out. Maybe you take the hand, you use it to help you press your right knee open, or maybe you lift your left foot and you bring it to meet your hand, opening up in a nice stretch here. Pulling that left foot towards your glutes, opening through the right hip, breathing deeply. And inhale, right arm comes back towards the sky, coming back onto the bottom of your right foot, planting the right palm, stepping back to your plank, exhaling lower, inhaling upward facing, and exhaling downward facing. Inhale, left leg comes up, exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale up, knee to nose. Inhale up, and step your left foot through to your left thumb, rising immediately to your crescent lunge. From here, taking those hands again in fists or prayer, behind the back, whatever feels comfortable for you, opening up through the chest space, squeezing your inner thighs together, squeezing the outer hips together, putting weight into the ball of your right foot and the heels of your left foot, and then gently beginning to lean over your left foot, transferring weight there, and with ease and grace, lifting up to our warrior three. Balancing on that left leg. Toes dorsiflex downward. Crown of the head reaches forward. Releasing the hands back into an aeroplane or forward into the full expression of the posture. Breathing here. Remember your intention. Connect to the breath. You are strong. You've got this. And then inhaling, bring, without touching the toes down, bring the right knee up to the chest, arms come up to the sky into stork. Breathing here. And then exhaling, opening up through the right hip and gently stepping back to your warrior two. Inhale, left leg straightens, arms come up, and exhale, you lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhaling down. Inhale up, and this time leaving that left leg straight, bringing the arms back to a T, letting the right hip go towards the back of the mat, left hand comes forward, reaching down for our shin, ankle, or maybe even the toe. And then reaching that right arm up to sky, forward with the left foot, open with the chest, pushing into the blade edge of the right foot, opening through the hips, feeling this deep, full body stretch. Next exhale, looking towards the ground, bringing the right hand to the right hip, bending into the left leg, walking the left fingertips forward, and lifting that right leg up into our half moon on the opposite side. Right arm comes up, or maybe it stays on the hip if you need the balance. Flexing through the foot, pressing that right foot as if it's pressing into a wall, helping to hold you stable and sturdy. Maybe changing the gaze, maybe lifting that left hand, or not, whatever feels comfortable for you today. And then as you exhale, bringing the right hand down to meet the left, squaring off the hips, maybe staying here, maybe beginning to lift that right leg up and towards the sky, towards a standing split. And then beginning to bend through the left knee, gently stepping back, bringing your toes down, opening up the left arm, circling it back towards the left edge of the mat, taking that gentle twist. Right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back, opening through the chest, squeeze the inner thighs together. And then exhale, right palm comes down, left arm reaches up, opening the chest towards that left palm. Then turning onto the blade edge of your left foot, walking it out, maybe taking that left hand to help you open through the left side, or maybe lifting the right toes up to meet the left hand and taking a stretch there. Beautiful quad stretch. Turning your heart towards the sky, pressing into the right palms, letting your hips sink towards the earth, and breathe. Always breathe. Gently releasing your leg, bringing the left hand around and down to the opposite side of your left foot, tucking the toes, stepping back to a plank, exhaling through your chaturanga, inhaling upward facing, and exhaling downward facing. Feels good. You guys are doing great. Next, inhale brings our right leg up towards the sky, and then stepping it through gently. Going to come up into a crescent lunge, but only stay here very briefly just to get centered. Then we're going to bring the left heel down, and we're going to sink back towards Skandasana. So you're going to come back towards that left elbow, bringing your hands maybe into your heart, or maybe they need to be down into the ground. Maybe you're up here, that's totally fine. Or maybe your practice leads you to a deeper sit. Wherever you are in Skandasana is absolutely fine. Hands can come into prayer. Maybe they open wide, so you take up space, opening, balancing, pulling that belly button into the spine. Feeling this beautiful deep stretch. And then from wherever you are, looking towards those right toes, and we're going to come back towards the front of our mat and then sweep our right hand towards our left foot and our left hand towards the front of the mat, towards the top right side, coming into fireball. Feeling the power here. And then inhale, opening back up, coming back to Skandasana. Then let's do that a couple more times. Coming forward into fireball, and then back into Skandasana. And then one more, forward into fireball, and then back into Skandasana. Feeling your power. And then switching over to the opposite side. To the right in Skandasana, maybe opening those arms. And then back to the left. And then back to the right. And then back to the left. And then this time coming back into your crescent lunge. Onto the ball of the left foot, hips rocking, pelvic floor rocks towards the sky. Taking a deep bend in your right leg. Then circling the arms back behind you. Stepping back to plank. Lowering into your chaturanga or to your belly. Inhaling up. And exhaling, hips come back to the sky. Now we're going to go for the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, stepping it through, rising up to our crescent lunge. And then sinking the hips towards the right side into Skandasana. Remember, you can be here, you can be here, wherever feels good in your body. Take care of yourself. Really just welcoming this stretch, pressing into the whole of the right foot. And then looking forward, planting that left foot, coming into fireball. Left arm reaches back towards the back of your mat. Right arm reaches forward, taking that twist, feeling powerful. And then exhaling back to Skandasana. Inhaling, front fireball. And then exhaling back. One more. Inhale, coming forward, feeling the power. And then exhaling back. Then we're just going to switch our Skandasana sides a little bit. So gently moving from right to left, from right to left, from left to right. One more time to the front, to the back, and then coming back to that crescent lunge. Arms sweep up and over. We circle them back around. Stepping back to plank, lowering through your vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Whew, feels good. Next inhale, looking front, and we're going to gently tiptoe or hop between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way rise to stand. Now you can stay where you are, but I'm gonna face you. From here, we're just going to pick up our right leg, taking a little balance here. And then we're going to take our right knee and just open it out to the side and then circle it back down and around. Lifting up, opening out, circling down, lifting up, opening out, circling down. Pulling your belly button in towards your spine so that you can really stay stable. Pressing through all four corners of your left foot. One more, up, out, and in. Now from here, we're just going to grasp the right knee with both hands and just hold while you breathe. Settling into the posture. Lifting the chest. You're doing great. And then maybe, just maybe, you come down and you reach for your right toes. Maybe you begin to straighten for your leg, and maybe this is all the farther you get, and that's awesome. What we don't want is to have you reaching and collapsing your chest. Always keeping your chest lifted and raised. But maybe you begin to open and expand through that front leg, keeping that chest raised, and bending the knee however generously you need to keep the chest lifted. Holding here. And then gently beginning to open out to the side. And remember, if your knee is bent, keep it bent as you open to the side. Keep that chest lifted. Keep that sturdiness in your spine and through your core. And then holding here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. You got it. 1. Bringing it back to center, and this time releasing and holding here. Point your toes forward. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be down here as long as you're doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, shake it out. Maybe take the feet hips width, arms come up overhead, and then gently folding forward. Deep bend in the knees if you need. Grab hold of the toes, the ankles. Shake your head side to side. Whew, shake it. Yeah, I feel good. I'm doing great. Shake it. No, negativity's not gonna get to me. Look at me go. And then inhale, sweeping the arms back up to the center. Exhale, bringing the feet back together. Inhale, then left knee gently into chest. Pulling the belly button to the spine. Opening out to the left side. And then bringing it back down, up and around. While we're doing this, lifting through the chest, pressing through all four corners of that right foot so that you have full grippage, full stability. Using the right hand to help you keep that pelvis tilted towards the sky so you can keep your chest lifted. One more. Opening up through that hip joint and then pulling the left knee into your chest. Hugging it deeply towards your chest as high as you can get it. And then gently beginning to reach for that toe. Remembering, you don't have to straighten your leg. What you do need to do is keep that heart shining to the sky. Keep your face lifted. Begin to extend through the left leg as far as it suits you. Breathing here. Really active in the right leg. Lift through the right kneecap. Squeeze everything to the center line. Squeeze the inner thighs. And then opening out to the side, wherever that means for you today. And holding for 5, 4, 3. You got it. Don't give up. 2, believe in yourself. I believe in you. 1, and then back to center. Letting go of that toe, and wherever the foot lands is okay. Point through the toe and hold for 5. For 4, feel how strong you are. 3, smile. 2, makes you feel better. Do it. Smile. 1. Excellent. Good job. Shake those hips out. This time taking the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Open the arms up towards the sky. Bringing the palms to the chest. And we're just going to sit down to a gentle malasana, using the elbows to press through the knees. Again, maybe you're up here. Totally cool with me. You be wherever feels good for you, okay? So, opening up, using the elbows to press up the knees. Maybe closing the eyes. Maybe taking some sighs here. Let it all go. Or maybe not, whatever feels good to you. Then reaching the hands forward. Maybe even bringing them together into a little gun, shooting, rounding through the hips, and then bringing the bottom down to the ground, bringing the knees together, and we're going to lift into boat pose. So I'm going to change here so I can be along my mat. So maybe here, your shins are parallel with the floor. That's awesome. It's a great place to be. Palms face each other on either side of the arms. The chest is lifted. Maybe you reach through those toes and you're straightening your legs into a full expression of the boat posture. Wherever you are today is perfect. Inhale, and then exhale as we lower to a hollow boat, looking at your toes. Lower back comes to the ground, but chest and toes stay lifted. Then inhale, back to boat. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. A few more. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. 2. Lower. 1. Lower. And come all the way onto your back. Now bringing your heels in towards your hips, taking them as wide as the mat, and gently letting them fall to the right. Maybe fall to the left, and then the right again. Just windshield wipering those legs back and forth. Beautiful job. And then bringing them so that the palms of your feet face the ground, palms of your hand reach toward those ankles. We're just gonna go for a few Pilates sit-ups here. So we're just going to reach our right hand towards our right heel and bend on our right oblique side. Then left fingertips towards the left heel, bending into our left oblique. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Chest stays lifted, lower back stays on the ground. Core is engaged. 5, 4, as fast as you can. 3, 2, as many as you can. 1, and release. Inhale, lift the legs up to the sky. Exhale, bringing them back, toes touch between your head, and then rolling yourself all the way up to sit, shooting yourself back into a plank. Beautiful. Breathing here, pressing into the palms, tailbone tucks under, the back of the heart puffs up, belly button pulls toward the spine, crown of the head reaches forward. I like to take a really high plank here, really getting the most out of strengthening through my shoulders, chest and spine here. And then coming onto the right hand, walking all your weight there, and coming onto the blade edge of the right foot, maybe stacking the feet, maybe leaving them in line with one another, whatever feels good for you today. And then reaching that right arm up overhead, that left arm, sorry, right arm is down on the ground, keep that there. And then maybe reaching the left arm forward towards the front of your mat. Maybe beginning to play with the idea of bringing the left leg up to a modified tree pose. And holding here for 5, whatever variation you're in, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Keeping the left leg lifted, plant the left palms. We're going to come back through center, and then rolling onto the inside edge of your right foot, and lifting the right arm up this time, and then shoot the left leg under towards the left corner, bottom corner of your mat, then bring the left knee in towards your left elbow. Shoot it down, in, down, in, down, 3, 2, 1. Right leg comes down, left foot reaches for the sky. Exhaling to plank, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhaling up and exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's go for that on the other side. Inhale, coming forward into your plank, shifting weight into your left hand, coming onto the left blade edge of your foot, lifting the right arm up, stacking the feet, breathing, reaching through that right arm, lifting through your hips, and then maybe you need to play with bringing the right foot up towards a fallen tree. Holding for 5. Hips reach for the sky. 3, 2, 1. Keeping that leg lifted wherever it is. Plant your right palm down. Roll over your toes through center to the inner side of your left foot. Left arm comes up. Then shoot the right toes down towards the bottom of the mat. Right elbow, right knee to right elbow. Down and in. Down and in. And 3. You got it. 2, 1. Then back to center. Right leg comes up to the sky. Exhaling, coming all the way down through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Whew. Inhaling, right leg comes up. Right knee comes towards right elbow. The right ankle goes over towards the left wrist. And we'll come into a pigeon. Here, flexing your right toes, making sure that your knee is safe. And if you find yourself really high up, or you find that you keep rocking over to the side, you can pause the video and go take a towel or a block or a book, anything, and just stick it underneath that right hip to keep your hips squared towards the ground. Now, looking back, checking to see if your left leg is nice and in line, and then going to inhale, placing our right hand on our right knee, and taking our left hand just back towards our left leg, towards our left thigh, left hamstring, and opening up through the chest, looking towards the back. And then inhaling, coming towards the front, walking the left hand towards the right knee, sweeping the right arm up and over, and maybe reaching towards that left thigh with the right hand, getting a deep twist. Inhaling, bringing both hands towards the front, and then gently walking your hands forward, maybe coming onto your forearms. Maybe we stay here because this is what feels good. Maybe we stay here because that's what feels good. Listen to your own body. Be where you are. Meet yourself where you are and be proud of being here today. And then beginning to gently walk your hands as far forward as you can. Maybe allowing the forehead to rest on the mat. Maybe rolling the forehead side to side, giving it a little massage. And just breathing. Our hips hold a lot of our emotions, and we've all been locked inside now for a while, and so I'm sure we're feeling a lot of things. Pigeon is a beautiful posture for releasing any of those feelings, so if you feel those emotions, ride the wave. Be with your breath. Be with yourself. And don't worry, because we've got you. I love you, and we've got this. Breathing. And then gently beginning to walk the hands back to either side of the right leg, pressing through the palms, tucking the left toes, and then stepping back to your plank, exhaling as you lower, inhaling to rise, and exhaling back, hips coming up towards the sky. Inhale, left leg comes up, Exhale, left knee to left elbow, left ankle to the right wrist, coming into pigeon on the opposite side. Remember, if you need, use a block or a book or a towel underneath you to keep those hips square. And then opening the right arm up, swinging it back towards the right leg, making sure that right leg is straight, opening to the chest, opening to the right side of the mat. And then inhaling, bringing the right arm back to the left knee, opening the left arm up, reaching back for that left thigh, breathing through the twist. Feeling good, feeling great. Remembering your intention. And then inhaling, looking forward, beginning to walk the hands forward, maybe coming onto the forearms, maybe bringing your forehead down and giving it a little massage. Whatever feels good to you here. We've also been spending a lot of time sitting. Pigeon is another great posture to counterbalance all of that sitting that we've been doing, to really give us that limber flexibility to move through our day. Then gently beginning to walk the hands back. Putting our right toes, tucking our right toes under, and stepping back into our plank, lowering all the way to our bellies, and this time staying on our bellies. From here, we're going to take our hands, and we're just going to clasp them behind our back, and open up through the shoulders, and lift through the chest. Maybe your toes stay glued to the ground, or maybe they start to rise, hugging the thighs towards each other, coming into locust. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Pressing the palms on either side of the rib cage, tucking the toes under, lifting up into a plank, exhaling to our final downward dog, and then gently walking forward to the front of our mat, bending our knees, and coming back onto our bottoms. Extending the legs out straight in front of you. We're going to really straighten through the spine, pull the belly button in, pull the toes back towards your face so that maybe the heels even come up off the ground. Really press the legs down into the ground, press the calves into the ground, and then press the palms towards the earth, opening, broadening through the collarbones, and tucking the chin. Staff pose. It looks easy, but I find this to be one of the hardest postures. We are activating in so many different directions, in so many different ways, working our muscles in ways they don't normally work. And then release. Inhaling, raising the arms up overhead, and then gently begin to fold forward. Coming towards your shins, your ankles, maybe wrapping your peace fingers around your big toes. Whatever you do, making sure that your chest is reaching forward, your belly button is reaching towards your toes. We're not rounding through the back to try to prove something to people who can't see us, okay? Reaching forward and letting our belly button guide us towards our toes. Maybe your knees even bend a little bit here. That's okay. It's better that you keep this straightness in your spine, your strength there, than we try to overstrain or tear through our hamstrings. None of that is worth it. This is yoga. It's meant to make us feel good. So coming into your forward fold, letting your head hang heavy, but remembering we're reaching through our belly button towards our toes, keeping that spine straight. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, gently coming up. This time, bringing your left knee up towards the chest. And we're going to take our right arm and hug around our left knee. Or maybe you take those left fingers back. Or maybe you reach the right arm up and you cross it outside, bringing your right thumbs into your sternum, giving yourself a nice deep stretch, nice deep twist here. Every inhale reaches the crown of the head up, and every exhale we twist a little bit deeper. Exhale, looking forward first, and then gently release. Letting the left leg go long, pulling the right knee in towards the chest. And then inhale, that left hand comes up. Maybe it hugs the right knee. Maybe we put the right fingertips behind our back. Maybe you take that left elbow and you cross it over, opening up through the right side. Inhale, extend upward through the crown of the head, and exhale, twist. Exhale, look forward, and then gently release. Bringing both feet in towards the center. I'll face you. Coming into Sakti Baddha Konasana, our bound ankle pose. Bringing the bottoms of the feet kind of like a book, and then maybe even using your fingertips to open them and give them a little massage. Your feet have done a lot of work for you. They deserve a little bit of love. And then just gently flapping your knees and letting them settle. Not worrying about how close they are to the ground, instead worrying about how this feels for your body. Inhale, we lift the chest, and exhale, gently folding forward, using the elbows to press the knees towards the ground. And then this time, bending our head towards our toes and allowing our shoulders to round. Inhale, we look front, and then exhale, taking the legs wide out to the sides, wide out to the edges of your mat, and then placing the right hand behind the right hip, the left hand in front, and we're going to flex through the legs and then just gently do some leg lifts. So lifting that right leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Use the core to help. Switching sides, left hand comes behind left hip, right hand in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look how strong you are. Now, taking that right hand, and we're going to cross the right arm over, across our belly, lift the left arm to the sky, and reach the left arm towards the left toes. Doesn't matter how close you get. Just reaching, 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 keeping your chest open. Breathing for 5. Every inhale, you extend, and every exhale, you fold. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling all the way back to center, crossing that left hand over your belly, switching, playing the right arm, extend, and then exhale, fold. Extend and fold so that that chest stays open the whole time. Letting your heart shine. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling back to center, and then gently beginning to walk your hands forward wherever you are today. Trying to keep your toes flexed towards the sky and your hips rolling towards the back of your mat, keeping them nice and open, okay? And then gently walking forward to wherever you get to today. If this is enough, awesome. Stay there, okay? And gently walking forward, holding for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Walking gently back
Taking the hands to the knees, using that to help you come back and up, and then rolling slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, down onto our backs. I'm gonna take a couple bridges here. So pulling the knees and the heels in towards the glutes, and then really making sure the shoulders are firmly on the floor. Palms face down, we're trying to tickle those heels, and then we're going to begin to lift up through the chest and the hips simultaneously, making sure that we're bringing the chest towards the chin and not the chin towards the chest to keep our neck protected. So beginning to lift, up, 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 up. Maybe your hands clasp underneath your back, walking the shoulders under, giving you a little bit more space. Squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the knees together, press into the heels of your feet. Lifting through your hips and breathing here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently coming down. We'll go for 2 more. Inhale, lift. You're going to be walking your hands underneath you to deepen that expression. Holding for 5. Remember, chest comes towards the chin, not the other way around. Neck should feel loose. 2, 1, and down. No option to repeat, or if you have a wheel or full bridge posture in your practice, taking the hands to either side of the ears, pressing them down, and then we're going to lift up onto the crown of the head first, and then gently coming all the way to rise. Holding for 5, squeezing those inner thighs together. Relax the head. 3, 2, 1, and gently lowering down the same way we came in, tucking the chin, protect the neck, and then bringing the knees into the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side or making little circles with your knees. Whatever feels good to you. And then letting the legs, letting the knees fall open, and then grabbing the outside feet, pressing the lower back into the ground, shoulders into the ground, knees come towards the armpits, into your happy baby. Breathing here, making sure the tailbone is reaching for the ground. The lower back is flat up on your mat. Using the hands to pull the legs down, but the feet to pull the hands up, working in opposition. Maybe rolling side to side if that feels good, or straightening through one leg and then the other. Playing here for a little bit, or maybe you just stay because this feels great. Whatever feels good to you. And then letting the feet release towards the ground, bringing the right leg out long, pulling the left knee into the chest, letting the left knee cross over to the right, letting the left arm go long, the right arm go long, or maybe the right arm stays on top of that left knee. And we try to keep our left shoulder down, twisting through the spine here, looking over that left hand. Feeling the gentle spinal twist, massaging the organs with our breath. Inhaling, bringing the left knee back into the chest. Bring the right knee in, let the left knee go long. And then bringing the right knee over to the left side, extending the right arm out to a T. Bringing the shoulders down to the mat. Maybe leaving that left hand on top of the right knee or extending it out, whatever feels good. And then looking over your right hand. Breathing into the twist. Inhale, pulling the knee back into the chest. Bringing the left knee in to meet it. And exhaling. Bringing your nose to your knees, giving yourself a nice big squeeze. Everything's so tight together. Inhale, and then exhale. Let it all go. Feet as wide as the mat, palms face up. Do whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. If it's cold where you are, get a blanket, cover yourself. And let it all go, letting the earth hold you, letting the ground beneath you take all of the weight from your shoulders, take all of the stress from your bodies, and whew, let it all go. As we rest in Shavasana, I want you to remember your intention, and then let it go too. Just allowing yourself to settle into this moment of rest, into this moment where you don't have to think about the future or the past. You just have to be here with your breath and your body, soaking up all the benefits of your practice today, feeling limber in the hip joints, feeling joyful in your heart. You are in control of each moment, so let this one be one of relaxation. Every exhale, sink deeper into the earth. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. The longer the pause, the deeper the benefits sink in. But if you're feeling like it's time to go, I want you to gently come back by wiggling your fingers, your toes, keeping your eyes closed, maybe rocking your head to the left and the right, feeling your neck move again. Maybe moving the wrists and the ankles and the knees, pulling the knees towards the chest, and gently rolling over to one side into the fetal position, cradling your head in your arms, and just staying here for a moment. Taking this moment to be reborn into the day. Feeling the benefits of yoga passing through you, not only when you're on your mat, but also as you move through your day. Gently pressing into one hand and with your eyes closed, coming up to a comfortable seated position. Straighten through the spine, reaching up through the crown of your head. And grounding down through those sit bones. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, bringing the palms into the chest. May you have a day filled with light and joy. And when stresses come upon you, may you come back to the breath. Have gratitude for the breath that flows through you, for the life that is around you, and for the love that is held for you. Bowing the chin to the chest. I thank you for being here with me today. The light and love that is within me bows to the love and light within you. Namaste. Thank you.